Greetings everyone, my name is ThatValve, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. During the last part, I covered 4 viewer submitted levels, so in this part, I'll be covering at least 5 or 6 more viewer submitted levels, starting out with this one. Cutman update by Dogerman, with 12 plays and a score of 0. As always, if you want one of our levels to be featured in a part like this one, please leave both the level name and level ID either in the comment section below, or direct message me on Twitter. Also, as always, full disclaimer, this entire LP series is linked in the description below. Also in the description are the timestamps for all the levels I cover in these parts, so if you want to check if your level is covered, expand the description. So this is going to be a spike heavy stage, it seems. That was a wonderful start on my part. Thank you. I was hoping to damage boost over there. I wanted to turn around, but unfortunately I couldn't, so I need to grab onto the ladder correctly. Okay, I turned the correct direction this time, assuming I grab onto it right. Now I just need the magnet beam. There we go. That was okay. Now the hard part. I need to get in there and slide in between the hole. Oh goody. Well, I'm dead. Oh, rats. Yeah, I knew that wouldn't work, knowing my luck with spike hitboxes. In fact, I don't think I'll be able to complete the stage legitimately. It seems to focus heavily on precision-based spiked challenges and maneuvering around the blocks, but as you know, I'm really terrible with those. That looks like you can grab it, but unfortunately the magnet beam can spawn just under the top pricks of those spike lines, meaning that I won't be able to pass by it, unfortunately. I'll give it one more go, and if I fail after this time, then I'll just hop over to level editor. I've played enough of these stages to know that I will not be able to complete it. They're just way outside my skill level. Even though that was a poor attempt on my part, I'll see you in the level editor then. So here's Cutman update in the level editor. It really should be called Spikeman update, considering the number of spikes here. Even with damage boosting, I don't think I'll be able to complete the stage. I'm always terrible with squeezing between the 1 blocks between spikes, especially in this engine and its square spikes. I mean, this segment is already easier than the first segment overall. Wow, in fact, the rest of the stage following that spike segment is a lot easier, so we kind of have a reverse difficulty curve going on. I mean, the rest of the stage is perfectly doable, it's just that first section with spikes, just before the first checkpoint that I cannot complete whatsoever. It's just outside of my skill zone. And as I mentioned throughout this LP, I'm really bad with these precision-based challenge levels. Someone else may like them though. I just find it strange that the rest of the level is much easier than the first part outside of it. I'd assume the rest of the stage would be as difficult as that portion to keep the trend going. Second on the lineup is Idiosyncratic Laser Lab by AwaggKing with 48 plays and a score of 17. It's been a while since I last played a level by AwaggKing. I guess this will be a traditional level then. Or a traditional level focused heavily on a force beam gimmick. And I was right, here are the force beams. I don't think you can get by fast enough through those force beams though to avoid taking a hit. Oh well, at least there was a large life energy there. Well, I wasn't fast enough here, so... Damage boosting. Oh, never mind, that's actually really forgiving. I expected that to be a lot less forgiving there. And thank you for the checkpoint and the full life refill. Rats, I wasn't fast enough over there. That was my fault though. And I took too much damage in the previous room because I was too wary about the spikes. That was on me though, not the level designer's fault. Which I quite appreciate. I don't mind the occasional challenge. And these feel fairly placed anyway. That's how you're supposed to go through that segment. So far the stage isn't that bad. Nice gradual introduction of the force beam gimmicks and combining them with the other enemy types like the metal cannons and hammer joes. Well, I guess that's it. Well, that was a quick level. Oh, we need to switch between these platforms so we don't take a hit. Well, considering his weakness was a Mega Buster, this fight went a lot faster than what I expected. Overall, neat level. Liked how it explored its gimmick. I would have liked to see it taken further, maybe made a bit harder, but I enjoyed it. Nice breeze of a level. This would fit well as a level for a novice to a moderately experienced Mega Man player overall. Third on the lineup is Robot Disposal Center by Lenny with 29 plays and a score of 7. Okay, we're playing as Proto Man, I suppose. But we do take double damage, so we gotta be careful here. I guess we're in a junkyard. Or rather, a disposal center. Oh goody, Picados. Well, they seem to be more consistent than their Magmal 2 counterparts, or rather their original counterparts in the original games, so I do appreciate that. Goody, we have those chainsaw gabioles. Wow, that could have gone really bad because I only noticed it at the nick of time there. Oh, okay, I thought I needed to go to the right there. Silly me. No skull bearer either, so there should be nothing to the right, unless I can damage boost over there. That looks oddly suspicious to the right there, but I won't risk doing a jump over there. I don't remember the last checkpoint if I hit any. I presume that the pad I missed earlier is a shortcut over here. Now we have to fight this big whopper too. Wonderful. And it also has help from that Picado. Even more wonderful. One of the locations where I really wish I had Mega Man. Or rather, I didn't take double damage from everything. Thank you for the checkpoint. Based where a traditional level would usually do it. More chainsaw gabules over here. That's neat. They can actually break out of their pattern staying at the center if you manage to stand at the same elevation. That's new. Sure, I want that... Oh. Whoops. Well, I meant to hold left over there, but I forgot what was there, so I ended up falling back here. That's actually a neat setup for those gabules. If I stand on the same platform as them, they'll break from their center or stand at the same elevation. But once they drop down or get above them, they move back to their original position at the middle. Well, it seems I can't get it that way, so I guess I'll ignore that M-Tank then. Oh well. Oh, wait a minute, I see this ladder down over here. I won't go for it. But it is doable, I guess that's the way you're supposed to do it. And hey, it's all for challenge players, or more experienced players, so I do approve. Thank you, invisible ceilings. I should have expected there to be one here, considering how much of the screen was taken up already. I am getting lucky with the life drops in the stage, though. Whoa. Oh goody, more of them. Hold on. In fact, let me just use time so to make this a lot easier and skip past it. Well, the lower zoner gave me the option, so I will utilize it. And I guess we're at the end of the level. I didn't expect there to be a full weapon energy refill, so thank you very much. Overall, a neat level. And we fight Skullman. I wonder why there's a door to the left there. I guess that'll be for part 2 of this level or something? Of course it was dark. Whoa. That's a lot of damage Skullman does when he walks into me. He can just two-shot me. Yikes. Let's try it again, shall we? I suppose that's why we're playing as Proto Man, because if we're playing as Mega Man, this boss fight would be trivialized because we could just damage boost through it. Take 3. I could do this Buster only, but that introduces its own risks. Plus, I can reflect his projectiles back at him, so I probably should do that instead. And that's how we defeat Skullman the proper way. Apparently for bouncing down over there, you can almost automatically guard against those projectiles, due to Proto Man always being stuck in his jumping state. Overall neat level. I really like how it thematically fit a garbage stage. I just wish there was more junk blocks or something. They'd fit here pretty nicely. Fourth on the lineup is Sandstone Hideout by Raypha, with 9 plays and a score of 2. Raypha is an alternate account of Makuris, a long-time submitter of Mega Man Maker levels to me, who stopped about a few dozen parts ago, but has resumed recently. And I really appreciate it. I quite enjoy playing through those stages. Good, we have the Mega Man 5 charge shot, and once again we have Skullman as the boss. We're having a lot of Skullman encounters in this part, for sure. And I see that ladder up there. Let's take a look. Alternate character selections, neat. I have no words of what happened there. I managed to glitch right through the terrain and kill myself. Neat, we actually have access to the Alpha Strike or Proto Strike, so I will play as Proto Man here. I mean, considering Makuris' stages, they are usually, or most of the time, they are doable buster only. And judging by the assets, I suppose this will focus on the new content added in the 1.3 update. Specifically the Mega Man 4 and Mega Man 5 content, as well as adding new characters. This stage also has a lot of these Sparkman platforms as background dressing. And due to the version 1.3.4 update that recently hit a few days ago, now more special weapons can destroy the spine analogs, which I really appreciate. It means dealing with them is a whole lot easier. Whoa. Okay, it seems that Proto Man still has his double damage weakness. Good to know. Now we have the rolling drills, so just keep spamming. But we do need them to destroy parts of the terrain to advance though. And there was probably a secret to the right that I missed, and yikes, I'm almost dead again. Maybe playing as Proto Man wasn't my best idea. Nonetheless, for the trade-off of taking double damage, I get infinite charge shots, so I guess it works out. Also nice usage of the Techions, aka the maces from Waveman stage. Whoops, that's not what I intended to do there. Let's try this again, shall we? And this time not destroyed by accident. There we go, that's how we're supposed to do it. There may be a secret to the right, but I'd rather not take a look, for safety. I knew this was suspicious. It's an alternate route, I guess. And by taking this route, we get a free M-Tank, as well as a full weapon energy and life energy refill. So it was well worth it to go over here. So, time to backtrack. It wasn't really an alternate pathway, but just a secret alcove. Well, not really secret, it was pretty obvious. I see. I need to get up on that side using the protocoil. Easy enough. Well, I fell for that trap. I thought there'd be a secret to the right, but instead, I got ensnared by that Sparkman platform. So I guess this is the end of the stage. The background aesthetics, or rather the foreground aesthetics and tile sets, look a bit messy if you were to ask me. But the rest of the stage felt fine. It felt like a fortress level if you were to ask me. Either a longer traditional level or a fortress level. No, that's not what I want to do. Phew, I dodged a bullet over there. Anyways, let's complete this stage by defeating Skullman yet again. Wow, just a 1 minute kill there because I forgot. Skullman basically deals 7 points of damage per hit, which is multiplied by 2 because of Proto Man's weakness. So that was the end of Sandstone Hideout. It did fairly well utilize the quicksand gimmicks, hiding some E-tanks here and there, as well as the rolling drills, but it did stretch out a bit near the end. This stage could be reduced by 5 or 10 screens and it'd be fine if you were to ask me. Nonetheless, it was still fun, at least a 5.5 or 6. Fifth on the lineup is Metroid Sector Mega by Yagami Tree with 18 plays and a score of 1. Now, I was warned in advance of this stage of how it gets really difficult near the end. Because of that, I may not be able to complete this stage and may need to resort to using the level editor. First time in Metroidvania, we'll have to return back to the first screen. First with the ring boomerang, then the air shooter I suppose, and then later the Gemini laser. Yeah, that jump is a little bit further than you'd usually expect for this type of stage, so I guess this is going for a special weapon challenge level. This stage is definitely expecting that you already know how these gimmicks and enemies work. Sadly, we do not have Charge Shot. That was a somewhat precarious magnet jump there. I'm damage boosting over here because I see a checkpoint and it sends me all the way back over here. Good. In fact, I will reset the checkpoints just in case if I need to go back over there. Better safe than sorry. To the left then. I see a whole bunch of weapon refills here, and we will need to return here once we gain access to the Surf Snake and Gemini Laser. Now you have these petite snakies trying to snipe us. Picking up that life pickup screwed me over there. This is one of the reasons why I wish in a future version of Mega Man Maker there is a way to disable that power-up pickup pause. Yeah, that jump looks rather precise. You need to do a slide jump over there. So this stage is definitely designed for more advanced Mega Man players. Okay, you gotta be careful and not slide off of that point. And now we have to face these Tekentos on these rather precarious platforms. Easier said than done though, considering their spawning positions. Best to use Ring Boomerang here due to its increased hitbox. Just to be safe in case I fall into the abyss there, or rather the bed of spikes. So it sends me back over here. Wonderful. Every time I get sent back over here, I'll just reset using the checkpoint to reset all the checkpoints. Next up, over here to the left. Okay then, let me reset over here too. I need to fit it through the hole somehow. Because it doesn't normally go downwards unless you position yourself correctly, like there. Alright, they advised me to be careful with the last set of Yoku block jumps here, as they're a bit on the jerkish side. Specifically on the third set, slide here. If I wasn't warned in advance, I'd fall into the bed of spikes to the left. So that probably should be fixed and made a little bit less jerkish, because that's a little bit of a Kaiser maneuver. Wonderful, now we have the flipping platforms. Once again, this really feels like a stage designed for advanced Mega Man players, because it assumes that you already know how magnets, flipping platforms, and other stuff already work. Here's Gemini Laser, so I can return to that one area and gain access to the free tank, which I will do right now. Oh no, I need to repeat this segment now. Well, at least the checkpoint was right over here, so I still have the AD tank, and regaining the Gemini Laser wasn't much of an issue. Wow, I was really lucky there with my invincibility frames not running out. That could have gone really bad. Okay, the magnets are now trying to pull me into the spikes with help from the conveyor belts. And there's the air shooter. So far, so good, I suppose. But the worst is yet to come from what I was warned about. They said it was following this air shooter segment. Probably should hit this checkpoint as well, just to be safe. One last checkpoint here as well. Specifically this segment, make sure not to slide off of here. It's this crashless segment that's really precise between these spikes. This is where the stage difficulty really goes up. Especially because you have to line yourself in between each of the spike blocks, and knowing how big they are in Mega Man Maker, I'm not sure if I'll be able to complete this stage. If I can't, well, I'll head off to the level editor. But this is a significant jump in difficulty in comparison to what happened last time. I mean, the Yoke Block Challenge and the Magnet Challenges were a bit difficult, but they were fair, but this is such a significant jump because now you have to learn how to squeeze in between the one gaps, the blocks between the spikes. And not everyone can do it. I can't do it consistently, for one. This is one of those reasons where I really wish this stage gave me access to the skull barrier. Making this jump is also going to be another pain. How are you supposed to do this that easily? So that's how you're supposed to cross the two spikes. You're supposed to release the pole from the pole egg and damage boost off of it to cross the gap. I thought you need to do a really precise spike jump, but actually you don't. Silly me. Well, there's only one thing left to do, and that is get the quick boomerang. Which is in the right segment, I suppose. But seriously, that previous segment with the crash lift going through the spikes, that felt like a metaphorical brick wall in terms of difficulty. It just shoots up over everything else. I mean, even this segment is easier than the previous segment. Yeah, I'm not going for that, for safety. I know I won't have the boss's weakness, but at least I'll be able to complete this stage. Oh, rats. Never mind. Backtracking time. Well, it isn't too far back anyway, and isn't that difficult to get. My worries were for naught. But seriously, the segment to get the rolling cutter is way too difficult, and the following segment is a lot easier. Okay, I see Woodman there. Well, I can't hit him, so I guess we need to survive and go far enough to the right, while leaves rain from the ceiling. Okay, that was really easy. That was a really easy send-off. Sixth and final level of the part is Fort of Challenge Tree by ThatValvePersonMabrick, with 7 plays and a score of 1. Let's see how this compares in terms of difficulty relative to the previous 2 levels in this series. Also, apparently this stage takes place in the morning, judging by the bright and sunny background, whereas the previous stage took place in the nighttime. I guess Mega Man booked into a hotel, or he made camp in the middle of the fortress. Oh goody, one of these segments. Time to bring out the Thunder Beam. I almost died over there. I know this lady's gonna pull off a whole bunch of these tricks. I think it is doable buster only, but I'd rather not take the risk here. Thank you for the E-Tank. Also, thank you for the good checkpoint placement over here. Really appreciate it. Like where I need to utilize it there because I forgot to use a charge shot. That was my bad. Well, Daddy Tang is just really out there for some reason. We already had one more difficult one up there, so I'm not sure if we need to put one here. The stages aren't usually that difficult anyway, despite me bumping into everything. Wow, I didn't realize there were spikes down there. That could have gone really badly if I didn't make the jump. Okay, one of these challenges, it seems. Charge kick time. All of these are doable buster only, but I want to make my life a bit easier. Whoa, that could have gone really badly. For a second there, I didn't realize there was going to be a gyro platform. Using the special weapons here makes the stage immensely easier, but all of this is doable buster only, especially with the Mega Man 5 charge shot. So overall, decent level, about the same in terms of difficulty compared to the second level in the series. Also, checkpoint placement of this stage is pretty good, and the difficulty progression was definitely better than the previous 2 levels in the series, and this in fact had a decent background that was fitting, so I will give it a thumbs up. So, out of the 6 levels I covered in this part, my favorite level would definitely be Idiosyncratic Laser Lab by AwaggKing. So in the next part, I'll be covering several levels from the most popular queue. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!